Thank you for joining us. I'm Yoon Jung-min. We start at the Seoul Detention Center, where President Yoon Suk Yeol continues to refuse to take part in questioning sessions led by anti-corruption investigators. We have our Lee Soo-jin standing by. Soo-jin, I understand a third attempt was made to take him in by investigators to no end.
Right, the CIO moved forward with another 4 summons today, and this marks the third such attempt. And just like you said, the CIO announced hours earlier that this third attempt also ended unsuccessfully. A CIO vehicle was seen entering the main gates of the Seoul Detention Center where I'm currently at 10:20 a.m. today. The CIO had considered 2 options: forcibly transferring Yoon to the CIO interrogation room at the government complex in Gwacheon, or carrying out on-site interviews in an investigation room at the detention center. But Yoon refused to comply with either as he continued to sit in consultations with his lawyers. The agency is continuously making these efforts as there isn't much time before the CIO has to hand Yoon's case over to prosecutors before the detention period expires on the 28th.
Separately, I hear anti-corruption officials also launched a search and seize operation today.
Yes, the CIO began a search and seizure operation at both Yoon's residence and the presidential office today, both located at the Yongsan-gu district and central Seoul. But these operations also ended in failure at both locations. The CIO had attempted to secure encrypted phone records, meeting minutes, as well as computers. Yoon is currently facing allegations using an encrypted phone to order top police and military officials to command troops to remove lawmakers from the National Assembly during his brief imposition of martial law. But the search and seizure operations once again face challenges from the Presidential Security Service, which had blocked previous such attempts. The CIO announced that the Presidential Security Service decided to not approve the execution of the search warrants for the presidential office at around 3 p.m. And the CIO suspended the execution of the warrant at the president's residence at around 4:50 p.m.
And what has been the response from the president's side?
So Yoon's lawyers have steadfastly maintained their stance of refusing to comply with CIO investigations. They have said that as they plan to attend all the impeachment hearings, including the one that's happening tomorrow, they needed time to prepare. His team also added that as they will say all that needs to be said at these hearings and call these attempts, quote, a violation of human rights. Here's what an expert I talked to today said on the refusal to comply with the CIO investigations.
I believe President Yoon is avoiding CIO investigations for 3 reasons: to rally his supporters, to delay the investigation process, and to delay the impeachment trial.
That's all I have. Back to you, Jung-min.